Garden tour number 4, week 4. My little pots are doing well. Bought some more creeping Jenny to add. I added some more to this pot. Gotta find somewhere to put them. The roses are doing well. They're starting to bud. They'll be blooming soon. Can't wait to see the color. They are called Sensation. And I got another pot right over there of the same ones. Got them from QVC. Just put the lids or jars back on the peppers because it's evening and it's going to be in the 40s tonight. So anyway, this front bed is doing well. The mini bells are growing pretty good, and some of these miniature tomato plants are also growing. I have some sprouts here. They are the marigolds, and some more, and I just planted some more seeds, so just in case some of them don't germinate. I have a sprout of you can see the bugs have eaten the leaves, the fresh young leaves that just came out of the ground today, and they got to it already. Dang. And just in the matter of a couple hours, they got to the little flower. Anyway, the fig tree's doing well. This is my new pot that I just planted. Calla lilies and some hens and chicks. And then this one here is called Firecracker sedum. Anyway, hopefully this pot does well and the hens and chicks start to multiply. Anyway, I thought that was really pretty. I just planted this bed here this afternoon. Right over here are some peppers. In the back, that's California Wonder, and those two are poblanos. These 3 in the front are mini bells, and then this one here is a 5-color Chinese pepper. That plant is Brad's Atomic Grape. And then these 3 here are the Esterinas. That one's little, that my sister sent. And then this last one here is a blue cream cherry tomato. And I went ahead and threw in a couple of those miniature tomato plants there up front. And then these 3 things are ground cherries. Aunt Molly's ground cherries. So hopefully those continue to grow. They're slow. They're real slow. I tried to grow them last year, but they died. So it was kind of, they didn't really get much bigger than that. So fingers crossed. I've just been working on getting all of my plants planted today. Over here I have some flowers that I need to repot desperately because they're probably root bound in there. Still have some tomatoes and one more pepper to plant right there, and I have some other succulents that I ordered from QVC as well. And then right over here, this is the only other tomatillo sprout that decided to germinate. The one in the garden bed over here, over there, that little sprout disappeared. So I think maybe a bird got to it, or the bugs, or something. Anyway, over here we have the two Dr. Witchy's tomatoes doing well, growing really well. And I planted some nasturtiums right there. Threw in some seeds all along in between the tomatoes for marigolds to grow. And then on the other side over there are 2 rows of bush beans of different varieties, some wax beans and green beans. It appears that all of the Chinese red noodle beans have sprouted, so I'm gonna dig those up and put some more bush beans in this little area. But the idea was just to get them sprouted right there in that spot, and then replant them in these garden bags that I have that will hang on the trellis in the backyard. Anyway, take a look at these purple potted pole beans. They're starting to curl up the trellis. All of them are taken off now. This one's all the way up here. And then on this side, these ones here are starting to also throw off a little runner to start crawling up the trellis. I planted a little cucumber in there, and on the other side of this trellis over here, I went ahead and planted 5 more cucamelons. I took 3 of them over to Jesse's house for the kids because they really liked those last year. Threw in another rondinese squash plant. These are all doing really well. And covered these peppers also because it's going to be cold tonight. Still no sprouts yet for the asparagus. No sprouts, but hopefully soon something. I learned that oregano, which I have planted right here, is invasive, so I have this pot that I'm gonna transplant those into that pot so that they don't take over this garden bed. Anyway, I don't see any sprouts yet for the bee balm or the valerian or the sage or the basil. So I'm gonna start those in pots and see if that works better. All right, well, the nasturtiums in this pot are doing really well. I really love them. They're really pretty. I see some cucumbers starting to sprout. At least one. I'm not sure if that's a cucumber too, but I threw a few seeds in, so in hopes that we'll get one. But I'm going to be starting some more cucumbers because they're not going to make it. Even this one that sprouted, fingers crossed it makes it, but the bugs, man, they are relentless. They're hungry. Anyway, little sprouts everywhere. These are the phlox. They've sprouted, but I can see that the bugs have nibbled on them, so I don't know if they're gonna make it. Like this marigold, look at that. Can you see? They've nibbled on the leaves. And it appears that I also have aphids everywhere. They're on the peppers, they're on the tomatoes. I was gonna poof some DE everywhere today, but just didn't get around to it yet. And after I finish this recording, I'll be potting up a bunch of new seeds. Anyway, in this spot here and this spot here, I threw in a couple, I think 3 each. I threw some bush beans, and the strawberry tower's doing okay. A couple of them didn't make it. They dried up. And even over here in this strawberry bucket, they're not really, that one has some green growth on it, and that one I think has a little bit of green on it, but for the most part they're like just dry and brown and dead. So money not well spent. You live and you learn. I did buy some strawberry seeds, however, and we'll be trying to start those. This one will be ready in a day or two. But I had a few little garden candies today from this bucket. Pineapple plant's doing really well. I was trying to figure out what I was gonna put in this tall planter, and I didn't have anything, so I thought I'd have to go pick something out at the garden center. But I was looking around today, and this Japanese red maple is really in need of a much larger pot, because this one's like a gallon size. And anyway, he needs a new home, so I think I'm gonna put the Japanese red maple in that big pot. Yeah, it'll live really well in there. Lots of years to grow. Mom's little trees are doing okay, and the San Marzonos are doing well over here. Everybody has growth, even the marigolds. Marigolds have growth. The sprouts have growth. They're getting their true leaves, so that's awesome. I've got a bunch of seeds here that I'm going to be working on in just a few minutes. But here's the other sensation rose bush, and it's got a lot of buds on it. So I did notice though that it has some yellow leaves with black. Probably some sort of fungus, and I need to look at that. Ouch. I need to look it up. Figure out what I need to do for this plant. But anyway, the garden's looking colorful and beautiful. The potatoes are doing well as well. They've all been watered. They're doing pretty good. There go the chickie girls. Hey girls. There was a big brown snake curled up inside their fence over here. Hey girls. Hi little ladies. You coming to see me? Hello, hello everyone. Ninas are coming too. Look at them. Hi Ninas. Hey girl. Hey. Look at my little ladies. Hello ladies. Yeah, we've been getting about 4 to 7 eggs every day. Usually about 6 is the number we usually get. These 2 pots over here are my wisteria, purple wisteria. And I guess since I'm over here, I might as well show you. This is where the Ninos like to hang out during the day. Wow, they've worked that ground real good. It used to be full of weeds. Anyway, if you can see my trellis that I built, it's 8 feet by 6 feet, and that's really tall, and it's going downhill, so at the bottom back part it's even taller. Anyway, I was gonna hang the grow bags on the trellis here and have the Chinese red noodle beans grow over the trellis. They grew over the trellis in the front yard last year, and they did really well, but like just one little plant took over most of the trellis, so it needed a bigger trellis. The only problem is back here it is really shady. As you can see, we're inside the forest, and these trees this year has these trees have grown so much that this is the first year that we've had like basically no sun back here, like none. Usually the sunny spot was like right here in the center. Now it's like partial sun in the morning, partial sun in the evening in certain spots, you know, because the sun moves. Anyway, so that's the plan. It's gonna be an experiment just to see if they actually do grow in, you know, a kind of mostly shady spot. Anyway, these girls are getting ready to go in for the night pretty soon, and I'll go put them up after I finish potting everything. But that was a look at week 4. Not a whole lot going on other than you know, just getting some planting done and starting some new seeds. That's the most important thing for me to do right now. Anyway, I'm gonna go in and get a drink and then I'll finish. But yeah, week 4's garden tour. Starting my food forest.